For those of you who haven't heard, Arizona has come up with another brilliantly constructed piece of legislation that many are dubbing the Turn Away the Gay Bill, which is becoming law now. It is legislation that's basically allowing people to not service LGBTQ individuals based on their own religious beliefs. So if they do not agree with the LGBTQ lifestyle, they can use their religious belief as a means of not servicing them. So essentially, they're using their religion as an excuse to be complete douchebags to LGBTQ people.
It's troubling that this so-called religious protection bill has been passed by the state legislation in Arizona. Let's be clear, this is not religious protection. This is bigot protection. Essentially, bigoted assholes would be allowed to refuse services to gays and lesbians if they state it is for religious purposes. And Arizona is not the only state to recently come up with this bullshit of denying people services with food, hotel rooms, adoption, etc. We've had Kansas, Idaho, Oregon, South Dakota, and Tennessee, and the legislation goes even further with this so-called religious freedom bills in Hawaii, Ohio, Oklahoma, and Mississippi, which would allow gays and lesbians to be discriminated for employment. On the other hand, 21 states are actually doing the opposite of what Arizona is doing. In those states, it is illegal to discriminate against someone because of their sexual orientation. What's next, America? Passing legislation that allows discrimination of atheists? What about Muslims? What about short people?
I go to work every day, and I have no problem serving Christians, and I have nothing against Christians, actually. I may not agree with the religion, and I may not agree with their lifestyle choices, but I'm not gonna sit here and refuse to service them based on the religion. Frankly, the religion's none of my business. My sexual orientation isn't anybody's business.
Right. Someone's sexual orientation is no one else's business, and someone's religion shouldn't be anyone else's business either, until their religious views affect other people. If I was an atheist business owner, I wouldn't even think twice about refusing services to Christians or to any other religious person. Firstly, that's just plain stupid. Someone in business is there to make money. One person's money is as good as another person's. Secondly, why should I fucking care what their personal religious views are? I don't dislike or hate people of faith. I might not agree with your views, but I would defend your right to believe and practice them, and I would fight against proposals that would discriminate against religious people. Even though many of you Christians wouldn't stand up for gays or for atheists, instead some of you would actively support discrimination, right is right, and I will stand for doing what is right.
And how dare a person assume somebody be gay even if they're not, and not service them? Like, see, people don't really analyze what this legislation is allowing. Like, any Joe Schmo could be like, oh, that person seems gay to me, I'm not gonna service them.
That's a good point. Any douchebag could just use this as an excuse not to service someone for any number of reasons. Oh, there comes a colored person. I bet he's a homosexual. Look, buddy, he's wearing a pink t-shirt.
I have the utmost respect for all religion, and I think in order for people to show respect for religion, they needn't use it as a weapon. That's not the purpose of religion. Religion is supposed to spread enlightenment and help people cope with various things in their lives. It's not supposed to harm other people like it has for so many years, and I think it's about time that we get out of that archaic mindset.
It bothers me when people use their religion as a weapon. Sadly, anyone can go find whatever they want from their holy book to fuel and justify their prejudice and their bad deeds against other people. On the other hand, you can go find things to inspire you to be kind to others. Although I think if you need a holy book, if you need religion to be kind, then you need to do a self-checkup. If religion is all that is making you be a good person and not out raping and killing people, perhaps it is in your best interest, perhaps it is in everyone's best interest if you keep it. But if your religion inspires you to discriminate and harm others, you will be met with resistance.